Got a family feed, so let's get into this tea. This is part 2. Let's get it.
A kid has got to be one of the worst things that you could ever imagine anybody doing. But you're saying you wouldn't put that past Chrisean.
Correct.
Damn!
Has that...
Damn!
ever happened or poisoning a kid is
Absolutely. He loves those kids. Like, he would do anything for those kids. But sometimes the people that he surrounds himself with, not so much.
But poisoning a kid has got to be one of the worst things that you could ever imagine anybody doing. But you're saying you wouldn't put that past Chrisean.
Correct.
Has that ever happened or anything
No,
similar
it's
to
not.
that?
I just don't. I don't trust her.
Yeah.
Not trusting her, I do understand because of the history. But poison is crazy. That's terrible. Oh my God.
I wouldn't trust her with my kids, especially considering what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, and the hatred that spews off of her about me, like, it's not something that I would feel comfortable with my kids doing.
Right. Because you don't want your kids to be spending time around this person so much that then that person starts to be able to feed narratives to them, etc.,
Yeah,
which you could very much imagine happening.
Yeah, and granted, you just never know what happens behind closed doors. And if I'm out somewhere or at home and like something was to happen because of that, I would end up in jail. You get what I'm saying? So it's like my kids are so precious to me and so just God sent that I would never allow anything that I felt any type of uneasy about to go down. And I know that he.
Who gonna watch the baby? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the Who Gonna Watch the Baby? I wouldn't trust Jaidyn with my child either. Both of them, rightfully so, shouldn't trust each other. I'm not even mad at that. Poison is crazy, but
he loves them, and but things happen when you're asleep. Things happen when you run to the store to grab some blunt. Things happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kids mysteriously fall, or kids mysteriously whatever.
Right.
I can't have that happen.
It's crazy because like me and my girl have had hypothetical conversations before about like if we were to split up, how long is the appropriate amount of time before you could introduce your kid to the new person that you're seeing? And I just realized from talking to her that like to her it is such a gigantic thing, like just that introduction, which I guess I hadn't really thought about it that much. But I mean, yeah, like I think if you want to be respectful of the parental relationship, you have to treat that as a massive decision.
Well, yeah, that, and it's like, especially the age factor comes into play. So if you're introducing kids to somebody at a young age, you kind of are grooming them to be cool, like to look for that person.
Yeah.
If you're introducing them to a kid that's like 12 years old and you're like, oh, this is mom's new friend, different story than if they're 7 or 2. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful about shit like that. And I've definitely, like, I know all that. My mom was a single mom, and she never introduced me to anybody except like one person. And me and my sister were both old enough to understand like this is mom's dude, but things happen,
Definitely.
So, but he ended up being around for a very long time. So it was just like, you know, you have to be careful about stuff like that, and especially if there's no respect level there. And like, granted, obviously there has been shit that's happened between the three of us. That's, you know, but if there's no respect level when it comes to the kids, then I do not want you around my kids. Period.
No, definitely. I just wanted to ask, what's your relationship with Wack at this point?
Wack, me and Wack are cool. We're always been cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I talk to him here and there. He just check, you know, he'll check in, see if we cool, or you know, if something's going on in the media, and he's like, or I'm like, what the fuck is going on, you know, or whatever. But me and him are cool. I mean, I haven't seen him in a really long time. Granted, because Blue's in jail, so there really hasn't been a reason to.
I mean, I think he appreciates you providing some sort of normalcy in his life, because when Blue wants to be with some crazy girl or whatever, it's like he, as a manager, just kind of got to be along for the ride.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's like you can kind of tell that he would prefer Blueface have like a more simple way of life.
I think so too. I mean, I think that he's similar too. That he kind of, you know, he Wack is crazy too, but I think that he prefers to have someone that's more of a stable human being. You know, granted, I don't know what he got going on, but
But he's also 20 years older than Blueface, so he's had a
yeah.
little bit more
So I
time
think that
to
he, yeah, I
realize
think,
that.
but he also appreciates a more stable relationship in his life also. But me and Wack are cool. Me and Wack have never had no problems, and he's seen me do some. He's seen me and Blue go at it, and he will still be like, sis. Fucking crazy, but we gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? We in this white neighborhood, but like yeah, me and him have never had no problems, and I think that he appreciates that because there's like a certain respect level that has to happen. Because it's like at the end of the day, I met him and he was his manager, and he was making so many moves for him. Like they were working together, and it was working. And just because he's in jail or just because they're not doing music at the moment doesn't mean like I'm gonna be disrespectful or something like that. No, that would never be me.
No,
and
definitely.
even if he says something that I don't necessarily agree with, doesn't mean I have to go and call him and cuss him out or something. I'll just be like, bro, what the is that? You know?
Definitely. So what was it like going on Baddies after all these years of like
Baddies.
doing something that public and separate from the Blueface universe? It must have felt kind of crazy.
Let me see that. That's how I feel about
yeah,
that. No, let me see. But no, you know what? I really appreciate my Baddies experience. I do. I really had a good time, and I don't really have much negative to say about it. I know that people might put like a negative, you know, connotation on it, but I had a good time. And you know I got into it, you know, I might have got into it with somebody or whatever, but sometimes, you know, that's what happens when you're with 20 bitches. That's the type of shit that happens. You're with 20 bitches and you
That
speak
hair
your mind
is
and
long
somebody
as
might not
fuck.
like it. That's all that happens. But my Baddies experience, I loved it. I had a good time, and I appreciate the opportunity, and I would do it again. And I really went there just to keep pushing the music and keep pushing my brand and just still kind of keeping the momentum going, like I said. And I don't really have much negative to say. You know, like fights happen. You know, you get into, if you're around 20 females, I'm not around that many girls at once ever.
Right.
So like it was definitely like a culture shock to be like around all these girls and you don't know them, because I went in not knowing anybody. You know, some of the new girls I've heard of each other or whatever, but I didn't know anybody.
Was it more or less real than you thought it was going to be?
It was as real as I feel like it could have been, in, you know, considering the fact that, like, you know, there is cameras rolling and cameras don't roll all the time. So it's like at some point you have to be like, oh, the cameras are rolling now, like this is what we're doing, or this is the scene that we're doing now. But then it's real reactions. Like obviously I need to know if I'm gonna go hiking today or going to, you know, do a striptease or something. Like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to know the room that I'm about to be in. But then when you get to that room, it's definitely just what it is. Like, because sometimes they might bring in someone you don't like. You might have just fought that girl, and then now you guys all have to go sit at a lunch.
Right.
Like I need to know what we're doing. But when we get to that room, then we know what we're doing.
Right.
So I was never instructed to do anything like that I didn't want to do, or I was just told what the day was going to consist of, and you go from there.
They just set up scenarios that are likely to cause drama.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's filming, so it's like it's not like we're in the house and we're 24-hour in surveillance. That's not clearly that's not what's going on. So, you get told what we're doing today, and then it's up from there.
Right.
So if we're going hiking today, cool. If we're going to go to lunch today, cool. But then from there, you know what you're doing.
How long does it take to film a season?
I was gone for 40 days. 30 some or 40 days.
Wow. Was that
40 days is a long ass time.
hard?
It was really hard because I've never been away from my kids that long.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's gotta be
So
difficult.
yeah, and I feel like it was hard for them because it was like, their dad's gone and then I'm leaving for 30, 40 days and it's kind of like, what is going on?
Right.
But I had my people that are close to me around them. So, and I obviously talked to them every day. So I wasn't too concerned about that. But I know that it was hard on them for me to be gone that long. But I mean, moves got to be made. So, I mean, I don't regret going and I would go again. So,
It's got to be a pretty good bag for you to be down to take off for that long, too, huh?
I mean, yeah, my bag was very nice.
Right.
My bag was nice.
Probably more than certain other people.
Probably. I mean, probably. I would probably assume so. Yeah.
Everybody's got different.
Yeah, I mean,
clout they're
I would
bringing to it.
assume that the bag was different, sure, but my bag was nice, and I'm not mad about my bag.
Right.
For 40 to make in 40 days, I'm not mad about it.
Was there any moment?
Had to be 300,000, 400,000. Had to be. Although Chrisean to get it in a day, that's a different bag for Jaidyn though, and on her own by herself, shit.
Moments where you felt like going home?
Going home, no. Homesick, yes.
Mm.
But I knew that I was there to do a job.
Mm.
Some jobs take a day. Some jobs take a couple weeks. Some jobs take a month or two. Like shit. So I was prepared. I mentally prepared. I was like having to, coach myself. Like, you're here to do a job. So you have to start. You have to finish what you started.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really mainly what I wanted to do is I didn't want to seem like I was like leaving because I was like, thought I was this or thought I was that. But I definitely miss my kids. But I'm glad that I finished it out.
Right. Definitely. So where did the decision come from to start the OnlyFans?
This agency called Rumor. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's like a lewd agency. No nudity or anything like that.
Okay.
They reached out via one of my stylists and reached out to see if I was interested. I had a meeting with them and I was like, look, I am not interested in doing anything like nude or anything like that. That's not my brand.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, no, like we don't want any of that. So I was kind of like, okay, like I'm interested to see what you guys want to do. And they were completely cool with like me being hands-on to like the content that gets put out and like what's going on. And I was like, we can do it. We can do a trial and see what goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And so far so good. I'm
What is she
happy
doing?
with what's going on. I'm happy with the money that I'm making. So, it's exclusive content that may or may not ever get posted on my Instagram. So if you're interested in that, if you're a fan of mine or you're a fan of seeing, stuff that I might not post on Instagram, then it's for you.
Right.
And I'm still sticking to my brand. I'm not going to like do something that's not my brand.
Right.
So.
Is this something that you had ever discussed with Blueface while he was still out?
No, he actually wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I was kind of like, bro, didn't you do OnlyFans?
He did too? Who did he do it with?
He did the Blue
just
Girls Club.
Right, okay.
So
yeah.
it's kind of like, I'm like, exactly. Like if you are on there doing a show, you don't think that I could go on there and do like content that doesn't mean that I'm like on there like, doing some weird shit. Like
I wouldn't give a damn what that nigga said. Hell wrong with y'all.
it's out of my realm. Like, some people that works for them.
Right.
But like that wasn't the brand that I was going for. And I don't know if he just like thought I was just gonna be on there being a whole star or something, which is cool if that's what you do, but he knows that I wouldn't do that.
Right.
And that's kind of what bothered me is like, why are you upset? Because like, first of all, you did OnlyFans and it wasn't necessarily.
Well, he probably wants to keep you in a certain place and then keep, the 12 crazy chicks that he has on there in a separate place.
Yeah. But if he was to see what the content was, he would be like, oh, okay, cool. I don't think he would be mad about it at all.
So have you had conversations about it since you started?
Yeah, and we only really talked about it once. And then he called me when I was at a photo shoot for something content wise that I was doing, and I don't know if he thought that I was like gonna be like a whole like it was like gonna be a whole setup or something, but it wasn't. It was just like literally taking pictures, and I did like 4 or 5 looks, and it's not stuff that's on my Instagram. So that's something that people can look forward to. Like if you go tune in, you see behind the scenes, you see content that's not on my Instagram, and it might not ever go to my Instagram. So you look up if you do that. So I think that he thought it was going to be something else or like thought I was just like going way off tangent, but that's not what it was.
Definitely. Okay, so the first thing you ever posted was basically you talking about how you covered up the tattoo of his name.
Yeah.
What made you want that to be? I feel like it's hard to not take the OnlyFans as a sort of specific anti-Blueface statement if the first thing that you're doing is talking about how you covered up the tits.
I mean, really, I did that because I felt like, you know, the whole like, oh, girl got chased down in Subway. I don't know if we all saw that, but she got chased down in Subway because somebody else thought they was the dad or whatever was going on. And then she proceeded to post the face tattoo because nobody knew about that.
Mm-hmm.
We knew about all the other face tattoos, but we didn't know necessarily that that was there. So I'm like, I'm going to turn these lemons into lemonade, like, because y'all think y'all like clowning or something. Like, she was really doing that to try to hurt, like, prove a point. And because like he was mad about that situation, and that's why he was doing the most and following all these girls and da-da-da. And so she wanted to like retaliate and try to prove a point. So I was like, I'm over here at this photo shoot, like, post that now. Run with it, because it's like I'm someone that will always turn the lemons into lemonade.
I'm lost too. I don't know what. Oh, I guess when that was going on with the tattoo, she decided to post the OnlyFans thing.
I don't know if anyone's noticed, but like if I see something happening and it's like I can see a way to turn it into a bag, I'm gonna do it. Why else would I? You know what I'm saying? So, but the tattoo has been covered. Right. It's been covered for a minute now. And that was just because I'm over it. Like, you can't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley. So I'm like, why am I going to keep having this tattoo on me and it's not what's going on anymore?
Right. But it might strike people as odd because you don't really want him to be entirely out of your life. And I think to a lot of people, when you have a lot of tattoos, it's not like each tattoo is like who you are currently with. It's more like chapters out of your life. But did you feel like you had to do that in order to kind of turn the page?
I do, because I was like, you know, it was on my ass. It was a full government first and last name on my ass. So it's kind of just not the most appealing to somebody that's like, you know, that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
feels like you're fucking somebody else's property.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a whole bumper sticker on it, and it's like it feels like you renting the car or something.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really what I was trying to do. Why y'all laughing? Like, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't what, like, it just wasn't giving the vibe anymore. Right. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna cover this shit up, because it's not. I truly don't want to be with him, and I'm moving, and I'm moving in life, and I'm literally moving. I just moved into a new house, and I was like, you know what? It's time to move on. And I don't know, and like, maybe he'll get that at that point. And it's all love on this side, but not like that. So
I call cap, bro. Cause why you showing your ass on jail FaceTime? There's no reason for you to do that.
Do your thing, and then, but it's been covered. I was not gonna post it for real, because it's like, what am I gonna do? Post a picture of my ass? But I was like, when I saw that all happening, and it was like, and it really was because it's like I'm getting posted in it as well. They're, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I wonder how Jaidyn Alexis feels. Why? You know what I'm saying? But if my name is getting brought up, then why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not turn the lemons into lemonade?
If you were in another relationship, would you get their name tattooed?
Right.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not the best idea. Don't recommend. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't recommend. Like, yeah, don't recommend.
Yeah, I know. I feel kind of like a weak-ass lover. I've been with my girl for 10 years. We both don't have tattoos.
You know, they say it's bad luck, though.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, they say it's bad luck, and I probably wouldn't. So
early on in the relationship, she suggested it, and I was like, nah, we don't got to do all that.
Yeah.
When I think about it now, I'm like...
They say it's bad luck, so I probably wouldn't suggest it. As a friend, I probably would not tell you to do that.
But what if you just want to, like, control her mentally?
Yeah,
I feel like that's the
wouldn't
point,
want to
right?
do that either.
Right.
So,
but that's like the point of doing it, right?
Like,
it's like to really
no, we don't want to do that either.
Make it hard for her to leave. You see these girls on Softwood Underbelly who have like mad pimps' names tattooed on their face, and they keep having to get it covered.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But those dudes are like making them do that shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're a pimp at that point, yeah, you do. Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, you know, and especially since I did it on my ass and it was first and last name, like in blue, like it was no getting around that.
Yeah.
So I had to cover that up.
I haven't seen it. What did you cover it up with?
I covered up with a flower. I'm like I already have like a dragon situation going on, so I'm just trying to like connect it all and make it like a Japanese situation.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to my tat artist. So
Do you plan on having any involvement at King of Crabs?
well, I mean, of course I'll go eat there. I mean,
Blueface's new
restaurant.
seafood restaurant,
Go check it
King
out.
of Crabs. Yes, this is a Crip rapper who started a business called King of Crabs. It's pretty unprecedented. It's really never happened before.
I mean, he does things. This doesn't surprise me. But you know, we used to eat at King of Crabs in I think it's North Hollywood or somewhere in the Valley area.
Oh, there's another location. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't even
there's
know
several. There's several, and it was next to his like boxing thing.
Okay.
So we would always go eat there. So after he would do like his like trainings or whatever, we'd go eat there. That's our favorite spot. And I don't know, somehow he ended up talking to the owner and was like, you know, like I want to open a franchise. So then it just kind of ended up, you know, with the whole, because me and his mom quit at separate times, but we quit because it just wasn't, the treatment was crazy.
The treatment by him? Or?
Yeah, the treatment by
Okay.
him. I feel like he definitely didn't understand the work that was going into there. So, you know.
It's got to be pretty rough being at that point in your life and you're like, I mean, it's got to be a lot of bad smells, crazy customers.
I mean, at that point in time when I was working at the restaurant as the cashier, that was not the job that I was ever going to apply for at that time.
Right.
Like, what the like, I could have just been at home, but I was doing what I thought I should have done at that point as a woman. Like, if I'm your bitch, then that's what I was going to do. But yeah, I just, at that time, me and his mom weren't like, on the like it was a lot to like live with someone and work with someone, and then like he was just coming and going as he pleased, and then like we're at work and like you're out, you know, getting some head somewhere. Like, yeah, no.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not a lot of females who are gonna really.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like
in the long run, yeah, that's gonna be tough.
What the fuck? Like, yeah. So I just found out I was pregnant, so I was kind of like, yeah, it's kind of giving like I don't need to be here anymore. Like, you know, and then me and him had got into it and we broke up, and then when Carlissa got into the altercation with her, then that's when she quit, and then like most of the staff quit, and then that's why it kind of like downward spiraled.
So you think it would have lasted if it wasn't for that?
Yeah.
And do you think
sure.
it was actually profitable enough that it was worth him having it consistently going like that, or?
Yeah, I mean, it was open for some months, so we were getting it started. You know, a business that you start at first it's like it's a work in progress. But that's why me and her were putting in the work to work there, because it's a work in progress when you first start a business.
Yeah.
You can't just automatically think the first month you're going to make $1 million.
And obviously,
like,
your goal is to have employees who are handling most parts of it. But
yeah, we did have a staff, but it was like some days it made more sense for us to just work there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't mad about it. I was in there just, you know.
I guess for pay.
Around, it was summer vacation, it was cool, like whatever, like it wasn't like it was the biggest deal. Being a cashier isn't the hardest job in the world.
But there's like one screenshot that I always have seen go viral, or went viral back then, that was just like you working at the register looking hella stressed out, and it
did get stressful because it was summer vacation, so there was lines out the door, and it's Blue's restaurant, so they want to come and see what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that we did the best that we could, but at a certain point, there has to be some type of level of respect, and I don't think that's what it was missing.
Right.
So
yeah, because like he has part of the puzzle in his brain, which is the ability to bring people in and get them to believe in his dreams and get them to work on his behalf and stuff. But part of that, if you want it to work in the long run, is that you also have to be willing to accommodate the emotions of these people if you want them to continue to want to
100%
work for
and that's
you
what he
in
lacks.
the long run. Yeah, but it feels like he can get people into position, but then he doesn't do enough to coddle them.
why am I newly pregnant working at the cash register and you're not coming home for 2 days? That's weird. You know what I'm saying? And then I have to go home and be with your mom. I just worked all day with her, so it's like, oh my God, let's pick one.
Where are you at with his mom right now?
Me and his mom, we're fine. We're cool. She just came and saw my new house.
Okay.
I think I love her I think that we've learned to love each other like at a distance, but like she definitely does help me with the kids, and I would never knock her for that. You know, all the cousins get to hang out with each other, and you know, I'm not on the best of terms with his sister, and I don't know if I want to be. So I'm glad that she can, bring her
What happened with them?
kids, and because her son, the sister's son, and my son are like this,
Really?
and they're only like 9 months apart. So that is awesome to me. I didn't grow up with a lot of family, so having cousins and stuff like that, that's really awesome to me.
Yeah.
So she does that, and she is crazy. She does go online. I see her today, and then tomorrow she's on live saying some crazy shit. But I have just learned to love her from a distance. Like, I don't even care what she's saying on the internet. And if she helps me with the kids, my mom's doesn't live out here anymore. So it's not like I have an extreme amount of help.
Yeah.
So, and she does a good job of helping me. So that's all I can ask for.
Do you,
That's fair.
your new song is Mamiana.
Yeah.
Where did the inspiration from that come from? Obviously, Tatiana is what it brings to
Yeah,
mind.
so we did that before he left, and it was because kind of how like Barbie was kind of like a spinoff of another song. So then we were like, why don't we do it to Tatiana? Because then it's like you don't really have to ask for anyone's permission because he's right here. You know what I'm saying? And we had the producer for that come through, like speed it up a little bit, and we did it. And that's kind of what it was. And it was just kind of like, this is what I want to talk about. Let's do it. So that's all it was. And then we had it done before he left.
Appreciate the resub, friend.
Skittles37 gifted a tier 1 sub to Missy 199026.
Appreciate
They
the
have given 14 gift subs in the channel.
Appreciate the gifts up, friend, and everything that you do.
Vault because he thought he was getting out in July. And then so when he didn't, that's kind of where that came from. And so I was kind of like, yo, bro, we kind of need to do something because it's not making any sense.
And so is your plan long-term to drop music on his channel consistently, or are you thinking about starting your own channel at some point?
That's a good
I
question.
feel like, I think that we should start a MILF music channel. That would probably be the best idea to do. But, MILF music is kind of our collaboration. It is in my name and all that, but I don't feel right like just being like, hey, you, I'm MILF music without you.
Okay.
That's weird. And I would never do that to him. So I think that if we started a MILF music channel, it would be awesome. But since he already had the gas behind his channel, it kind of just made more sense.
Right.
It's hard to just start something up and do something new, and he's not here when he's a part of it also. So I think that when he gets out, I think it would be the best if we started a new channel with MILF music and went hard about it. But the new music that I'm putting out and I'm working on, I'm gonna ask him his thoughts about it and see what he wants to do. And if he doesn't want any part of it because it's like he's not here to, be a part of it, then yeah, I would start a new channel.
Did it ever get through to you? Because I feel very fake saying this, but at one point I had written out kind of like a proposal that, and this was like kind of early on with the whole MILF music thing, but this is after he got locked up, where I was like, I think Lena and Jaidyn should do some kind of like social media
I love her.
collaborative
I'm so
stuff.
sad she's not here.
I was trying to set up
Lena,
like
call
photo
me.
shoot. Yeah, definitely. I love it. But I was trying to set up like some photo shoots type stuff. Some like, oh, let's get them to go to the club together and we can get paparazzi to take photos of them together.
I would love to hang out.
I gave this proposal to Wack and he told me that he would get it to you and your team, and I never heard anything back.
Oh, no shade to Wack, but I never got it.
Yeah. No, I feel like I sometimes give Wack ideas and then he just forgets about them instantly.
Yeah, no, I never got that. But
If I didn't write it down, I forgot.
And I hate letting them behind the curtain right there to see me thinking up that kind of thing. It's supposed to look organic. I'm kind of giving it away right now.
Well, no, I mean, but me and Lena have always, like, since I met her, I was really, like, I really thought she was, like, the cutest thing. Like, I think that she's so cute, and I love her so much. Like,
she really likes you a lot, too. And I feel like, the mom thing. Like,
yes,
let's normalize being hot young moms.
100%, 100%. There's not that many of us out here.
Yeah.
Some of them do not be hot. No shade, but they do not be hot.
But it's tough to manage.
Yeah, and
once you
it
cranked a
really
couple
is,
out.
and it's hard to keep up with content, and it really is because I've been trying to get into my content back. It's very hard. Sometimes I do not be looking hot in my content, but I'm like, they like that mom shit, so because it's relatable. You got to do stuff, and like my fans love the more relatable in real life time. They want to see that real life time, what's happening now. So if I'm moving, I'm posting that. I might not look the hottest, but hey, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But they want to see that. So I love that they want to see that. But yeah, I wish she was here. You tell her to come now.
We could definitely set something up for sure. Because
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be doing an episode with her and Wack and Wack's girl, R&B.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You should have me come in like, hey, y'all.
Oh wow, that would be
Interesting
insane.
to see you guys here.
Ooh, the fifth wheel. Yeah.
No, I think that would be funny because I don't think I've ever met.
She's great, R&B.
Yeah, but I don't know if I've ever met her.
I mean, we're talking tattoos. She got the massive Wack
Yeah, I don't-
tattoo on her back.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've met her then.
You could never give her back shots without thinking about him.
What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be giving her back shots. So.
A lot of times when I'm f***ing a girl, I think about Wack anyway. No tattoo.
Really?
Yeah, he's just kind of always there in my brain.
Ah, sucks.
Yeah, maybe I'm gay. I don't know.
Damn.
Take that, Clubhouse. Okay. I guess. Oh yeah. Okay. I honestly can't remember who, but at one point there was a girl who told us that you were in a thruple with them and Blueface at some point, and that they lived with you. Is this somebody being optimistic or?
It depends on their name. There was
Projecting?
one girl, but I don't think she's ever been here.
I honestly just can't remember who it was, but I remember somebody telling me that.
We did do that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did do that, but it was mad long ago. Like, I'm talking like 2019, 2020.
Do you think that you could handle that kind of relationship? Because I could kind of, if it was the right guy and the right girl, I could imagine you getting what you need emotionally and sexually from
I think that it only didn't work because he was already messing with her. If that's the honest truth, I feel like because I like girls and I don't mind like sometimes me and her going on a date and then like we all go on a date or
Right.
whatever. Like that's cool, like whatever. But I think that it didn't work because like they were already messing around. Like basically he was cheating on me with her and then it just like was like, oh, we already know about each other, like whatever.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't work.
That's a weird start.
In my
weird place to
opinion, I think
start.
that if I was like, I think she's really cute, like, should we do this? I think that would have been better.
Right.
Like, if I had the interest in her, because, like, but I think that's why it didn't work out. Well, and she also called him a trick on life, so I feel like it was just all like, what's going on?
Yeah, that'll do it.
You know, like, why would you say that?
How do you feel about the current state of female rap? Because it's kind of like, feels like now it's more lit than ever. Like it's just kind of really.
I'm honestly so proud of all the
blossomed.
girls. I'm so proud. I've seen, I know that Mariah the Scientist was doing her thing while Young Thug was gone. I think that's really dope. Now that he's out, I hope she still continues to push that. I hope they do like a collab and like go on tour together. I think that would be so fire. And then Lotto is doing her shit right now, and I think that's dope. And
Lotto and Glorilla, my favorite artist right now. Period. And Sexy.
her
it's like
shows.
the
It's
year
sex.
of Sexy Red.
Yeah,
Well, really
and
last year too.
her
but
show and Lotto shows be so far. Like I'd be like, oh my god, she looks so good. Like I'd be loving it. And then even Sexy Red, like she's doing her thing. She's been doing her thing for like the last year or two. But I'm super proud of all the girls. I think that it's awesome that now, like in nowadays, because like back in the day, like it was a men's game, and now that it's like kind of women dominated, I love it. I love it.
it was like, oh yeah. This is who it was. It was this clout chaser. I forget her name. What's her name? Bonnie Lachey. That's who you guys were in the thruple with, right?
No,
Bonnie Lachey.
She, I think, told us that. Somebody.
is she
She's the one who said that, right?
with me?
I think so, right?
No, she was in a throuple with
They brought up everybody. That's crazy.
her and what's her name? And him.
Oh, maybe that's what she was
have
talking
never
about.
touched that girl, and I would never touch that girl.
Okay.
Hello.
She's always hollering about
Something's
something.
wrong with her.
There is?
I think so. Like clinically, like clinically wrong. Like I'm so serious. Like
Yeah.
it's actually not funny. Like I think something's clinically wrong with her.
Oh, okay.
Like what?
Bonnie
She also-
Lachey with his.
So you know what that weird bitch said? She said that she came to one of my San Diego hostings and said that she took the mic from me and everything. And I said, bitch, we never saw you. I performed and everything. The security walked us in and out. We performed. We never saw her.
Wow.
And she took a video, and mind you, she was like in a slick bun and some black clothes. We would have never known it was her.
I'd be a ninja.
Yeah, like I don't know, but I've never touched her, and I would never touch her.
Oh, okay.
Something's wrong with her.
So the girl that you guys were in the Thruple with is not somebody that we would know necessarily?
Literally, no.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm like, she came on here. Like I couldn't believe that. Like that's why I was so confused. Like,
I didn't do the interview. It was a sharp interview from a while back.
eh.
I think. I don't know. Kind of confusing now.
Well, I mean, I can see that.
You a Sharp fan?
I don't know if I've ever met him. Maybe once or twice, but I don't think he's ever interviewed us.
No.
I think only you have.
Yeah, but he did one with Chrisean and Blueface where she got carried out by security.
Yep.
That was
sounds about right.
pretty historic, yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, she kicked the TV.
Is he still here or something?
No.
Oh.
Some shit happened.
Yeah. That seems about right too. That seems
That's
about
gonna
right
piss
too.
Sharp off.
Yeah,
On the
he's
gas,
sweating
and
in his
bitch, I'm moving
apartment.
fast. It ain't
I
no
don't know why
stopping
that's
these
so
niggas
loud.
mad. I'm really on their ass. I stay on.
Immolate, I was just going to ask, were you gonna react to this?
Yeah, friend, we almost done. You real late.
Stream probably right now.
Thank you
Oh
for
my
the reset.
God.
Yeah. How did you
What did he just say?
sweating in his apartment on stream probably right now?
Oh my God. Right too.
Yeah, he's sweating in his apartment on stream probably right now.
Oh my God.
Damn.
How did you what was your opinion on Blueface when he dissed Soulja Boy and NLE Choppa on the Barbie remix? Did that feel like he was kind of dragging you into his turmoil?
That's a good question.
Did he use that platform in a way that you weren't 100%
I think he dissed a
with?
couple people.
Yeah.
You know what? The whole Soulja Boy and Blue thing, I don't know. I didn't really understand what was going on the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of was like, whatever.
Soulja Boy is one of the easiest people to beef with. Almost
I mean,
everybody
granted,
has
because he
done it.
like stays on, Instagram and stuff. But I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I don't understand the beef. So I kind of just stayed out of it.
Okay.
I think that, a song to do it to be, I mean, it didn't do nothing for me except boost my song.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have nothing to do with the drama.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've never met Soulja. I don't know anything about that. So, hey, if he wanted to use it as a chance to, like, take a dig, it's not... Don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm sorry to everybody, but I don't know what's going on. like what? Like, I don't know.
Definitely. So, okay, where do you feel like you're at in terms of like what you want to accomplish over the next few months or years? Are you like full steam ahead with the OnlyFans and the music and everything? Like, is your team that you have who are helping with OnlyFans, are they helping with everything? Are you?
So I feel like I have like designated people for certain things, and I just my OnlyFans, I really just want to keep pushing like exclusive stuff. And if that's what it is, and it's like we're pushing stuff that's not going on my Instagram, let's do that. Because this agency, it's not a nudity type of thing, but it is going to be stuff that you're not going to see on my Instagram, 100%. Like 1,000%, there's going to be stuff on there that you're not going to see, and I'm all for it. But OnlyFans is like it's for now. Like we're gonna see the longevity of it. If it continues to be what it is, then I'll keep at it. But as far as like music, I'm working on some stuff. I'm still kind of like reluctant because it's like I don't have that ear with me when I'm in the studio, and when he calls, it's kind of like randomly at times. But I do miss his ear, so it's hard for me to want to push it, and he's
spaghetti friend.
not here.
I respect his ear, and obviously he's got something special about his ability to recognize talent and stuff, but there's a lot of writers out there.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I guess unless he told me that he didn't want to be an ear for me, then I probably wouldn't go with somebody else to listen for me. Like, I would want his opinion. I do want his opinion. And it's like, if I'm, putting my all into it, I want his opinion. I don't want to just go to some random person and be like, hey, is this cool?
Yeah.
Like, and I especially don't want to step on his toes because it's like he paved that path for me to like do music and stuff. I was like, I'm not stupid to that, so I want him to feel like that I'm still wanting his ear on it. But I'm going to keep working at it. And if it's like he's cool with it or he doesn't want to work with me anymore or something like that, then we'll work from there. But I do have a couple things in my vault that I'm kind of like, I am itching to post. So I do want to do that.
Definitely. Well, I'm excited.
I was about to say, yeah, we only been sitting here for 2 hours. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. That was a lot of tea. There's gonna be a lot of lives going on tomorrow, so this is amazing for me. Her saying that she feel like Chrisean will poison them kids. I just can't get with that part. Honestly, I feel like Chrisean has been around them kids without, without her knowledge. Why wouldn't they? So that's the part that's like, or maybe not. Javon probably definitely would have said something. I'm not sure. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'm done with this video. That's the only thing that I just like, what? I get it. Chrisean ain't the best person, but I just don't see a poison, and I don't see poison. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah.